right now. Thank you, Mary Thomas Miller. I am recording the meeting as we speak. All right. So there are two websites that you need to be thoroughly familiar with, and I will not say that enough. As an area director, division director, you need to know the insides and outs of the Toastmaster International website, and it looks like this. In your browser, you type toastmasters.org. It's that simple, and you get this website. And the beautiful thing about this website is that if you want to see the status of a club, you don't have to sign in. You can go directly to Leadership Central right here. Click on Distinguished Performance Reports. You will have all the districts in the world. You'll select our District 55 from Region 3, District 55 right here. And that will bring you to the district dashboard. This is what we look at as a district. You see, we have three tabs here, three possibilities. We can look at district performance overall, or something that you will be using is the division and area performance. This is where you want to go find out about your clubs. Once you click on it, it will give you by division all of the performance, a summary of your area and division performance. For example, right here we have Division F. In order to be distinguished, they need 23 paid clubs. To be select, they need 23. To be president, they need 24. So this tells them where they are. Then here it tells them your base is 23. And right now, you're at 24 paid clubs. So they've already made the qualification for President Distinguished. Now, in order to be President Distinguished Division, they have to have 12 distinguished clubs. Well, right now, they're at 8. So they have a little bit of work to do. So that's at the division level. At the area level, for most of you, it's the same thing. You look at each of your area 10. You have your base is 3. You have 3 clubs. So you need to have, right now you have 3 paid clubs. And to be President Distinguished, you need 4. To be Select, 3. A Distinguished, 3. And in order to be distinguished, these are the number of clubs that you need to be distinguished. So this is what this little heading here is. Now, if you go club by club, you can see which clubs have submitted their renewals in October and in April, which clubs have received their club visits in November and in May, which is your responsibility. And for each one of your clubs, their membership to date and their club goals, where they are with club goals. So right away, you have a very good picture of where your clubs are starting, where they are. And of course, as soon as June 30th hits, or July 1st, I should say, this will all change. It will all go back to 0 because we start over again, and you will start with a clean slate. So it will, for each one of your clubs, you will be responsible to make sure that your clubs get their renewals in, get their club visits in, you get your club visit in, and you'll be monitoring the membership and recommending to them what can be done to augment their membership and where they are in distinguished club goals. So for each one of the area, all you have to do is scroll down and you find your area. And the information you have is right here. Now, if you wanted to have a little bit more information, you could go to the tab that says Club Performance. And on this tab, it's the same format. We go by division, but for each club, we now tell you for membership, what is their base membership and where they are to date, how many goals they've met, and which goals they've met. Isn't that interesting? The important thing for an area director, especially at this time of year, is to make sure that your club meet the minimum requirement for training. Because at this time of year, this is the time that they need to have their training for officers, their first session of training. And if they don't meet the minimum at this time of year, they will not earn that DCP goal for training. But even worse than that, it's not making the DCP point, but it's running a club with officers that don't know what they're supposed to be doing for their club members. That's the worst possible situation you can have for a club. So you want your officers to go to training. Okay, I have a question here. Oh, Amy, you responded to Mary's question, is that correct?
Yes, I believe I did.
Okay, thank you. Mary, if you still have a question, keep asking the questions. Thank you, Amy. Okay, so here, by club, it gives you a pretty good summary of where your club is at any particular time in space, or at the time that you want. Now, something else I want you to look at. Today is the 20th of June. These reports are as of 19th of June, as of yesterday. You have the ability to look at them as of any date in the year. You can change the month and the date. You can change the year. You can go see in the past how they did. And also, you can export this information in a CSV file so that you can put it in a spreadsheet so you can look at the information if you want to do that. So this is the very first place where you will find crucial club information. Are there any questions on these pages and where to find them? Nope. Okay. So the second place where I would like to take you is the TMD 55. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. Is the TMD55.org website, which is Toastmaster District 55 website. On this website, you see we have tabs and menus at the top for everything that we do in this district. For every group of members, we have our members, our club officers, our district officers. We have news alignment history. We have our clubs organized by division and area. This is a great one here. Let me just make a little sidestep here. Clubs by division and area. It will give you for each division by area what your club are, and for all of them, okay? And this, of course, will be updated as of July 1st. It will be the new alignment, because this is the alignment for this past year. But you can also get by division and area, which should get you also the name of your area directors. Hold on. I thought this was the one I had. Oh, well, here you have them showing on a map where they are. So that's also helpful, and you can see by year where they were. So this is the district boundaries here. This is South Texas with Austin, San Antonio, Corpus, and Victoria, the Valley, Laredo, Kerrville, and Fredericksburg. So this is District 55. So it's big. And our alignment for 2016, 2017, which is what you're interested in, you can find by division and area right here, page by page. It will show you what for the new division E, where those clubs come from. So for example, E11, all of these clubs are the clubs from G20 from this year, and it's all the clubs in the Valley. In E12, it's all the clubs in Corpus. In E13, we have some from Victoria and some from Corpus. And E14 are clubs from the south side of San Antonio and where they were previously. So this alignment, these pages will be very important for you so you can find out which club are in your present area and where they come from. So you can contact the area director from this area this year and get information about these clubs. So very, very useful. And again, it's on, okay, Clifford is asking when you will have access to this information. This information is already on the website, Clifford. If you go to tmd55.org, this is live. You go to clubs, you go to alignment, you go to 2016-2017 by division area. This is what you get. So this is available right now. You'll know exactly what your clubs are in your area and in your division. You're welcome. Okay, let's go back to...
So Marie-Pierre?
Yep.
May I ask a question?
Of course.
With your knowledge, how soon will I know I have to turn in the realignment data by the 15th of July, so the website won't be current until about what time, maybe mid to latter part of July?
The Toastmaster International website will probably not be updated before the end of July. I think it's usually the 3rd or 4th week of July.
So having this data on the TMD55 website is crucial so they know what clubs they're dealing with, correct?
This is there right now.
Okay. Yes, I know.
Yeah, this is there right now. So they can use this to get started because in any way, just a moment, Bisha, we will answer your question about where to get the list of officers. So you can get this information right now, but when you go to the district website as of July 1st, these will be zeros. Everything will be reset because your clubs start from scratch. So there won't be anything to look at really. So this here will be your best bet for now at the moment until the Toastmaster International website comes live. Does that answer the question? Amy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the question was, where do we get the list of officers? That's a very good question. So to get the list of officers, you will have to, actually we need to go to, I need to be in Toastmasters.org. When you're in Toastmasters.org and you go to Leadership Central, you have a tab. Okay, so at first we went to this Distinguished Performance Report. Okay. When you are doing your work as an area director, you go to District Central. When you go to District Central, same thing as if you go to Club Central, you have to log in because Toastmaster will recognize that you are an area director or a division director, and they will give you access to these pages. So once you put your information in and you log in, you then have access to District Central or Club Central. Now, Amy, area directors, correct me if I'm wrong here. Area directors have access to only a portion of District 55, only their area? Do you know?
Was not able to get into this when I was an area director. Stephanie, your current area director, what are you able to see?
Stuff from my area.
Stuff from your area. Okay, well, that's good enough because that's what you need, right? Okay.
Right.
Well, let's say that you are district director. You've all been promoted to district director. This is what you're going to see, okay? Sorry, Amy, you have some competition here.
I'm good with that.
So here, as in District Central, where you conduct district business, and as an area director, you would have information for you as an area director. You will have a list. You can make a list request for club officers. You can make a list request for membership for your area, the officers in your area. this is where you would submit an area director visit report. And this is where you would get an area success plan, and so on. You may not have the exact same choices in here. You will have the ones that pertains to your duties as an area director, but this is where you will conduct your area business. And this is where you'll get your list. But also the district on a regular basis, we have access to these lists here, and we download these every 2 weeks, and we give them to our division director so that they have those lists as well. They go in the Dropbox and they have access to them. So this is where we get all the information from TI. But again, this information will not be updated until probably close to the end of July. Okay, so we are getting a list of the clubs that have submitted their officers list up to now, and this will we can make that available. I believe, Amy, you have that list. Is that correct?
I don't understand your question.
Okay, didn't you, was it you or Linda that requested a list of the clubs that submitted their officers list to date?
Yeah. Linda did. She asked that question last week for the purpose of helping Cindy Tarsi to contact the clubs for Easy Speak.
Okay. So we have some. But as a matter of fact, and this is a good opportunity for you incoming area directors, we have about half of the officers list in that have been reported in District 55. So let me show you. We go to District 55, and I'm going to go to daily reports. And if we look at July club officer list, and we take a list status, and I sort it into the list that are not here, all of these clubs, these annual and semi-annual clubs have not submitted officer lists to date. And I have this list organized by area, and I will send that to the division directors. And I think, Amy, we need to send that to the new team so that you, if this is going to be one of your clubs, you contact it and make sure that they submit their officers list, because this will be the only chance that these annual clubs get at getting their DCP point for submitting their list on time. This is the only chance they will get. If they miss it, they will not get that point for DCP points. Does anybody have a question on that? Do you understand what that means or what the implications are or how to do it? If you have a question, please put it in the little chat box.
And Marie Pierre?
Yes?
Another reason why they need to do that is because if the club officers are not in there as of 1 July, they'll get kicked out of Toastmasters International data.
Actually, what they will do is the officers will not have access to Club Central from their club. So you not this one. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. No, I have too many things open here. I'll start a one. Okay, in Toastmasters.org, if you want to go to Club Central as an officer, if your new officers have not been updated, if your list has not been updated and sent to TI, your clubs will not have access to Club Central right here, and they will not be able to conduct club business. And Amy is absolutely right. This is the worst possible thing that can happen to a club. They're not able to go in and conduct their business. Their business means submitting club awards, submitting club dues, submitting new membership applications, pay dues, etc. So this is extremely important that your clubs, yes, Tamara asked, can clubs submit an incomplete list of officers to make the deadline? Absolutely. It's better that you submit what you have, and then at least these officers will have access to Club Central come July 1st. Very, very important. Okay. Amy, I still count on you to see if there's anything I need to, okay, who submits the list? That's another very important question that you'll be asked. Who submits the list of new officers? It's the current officers. It's not the area director that can submit the list, okay? Carol, it is the club officers that the current club officers must submit the new officer list in club business. And this is where they do it, view, update, print, my club officer information. So they click on that, and I'll go through it for you. And then when you have, see, this is the current roster right now. What they need to do, the officer, like today's officers, like whether it's Jack or that's me, or whether it's David or Zuri or Leanne, whoever, when they submit the officers list for the next term, they have to click on future. And ours has already been updated. But when you click on future, then you put in the name of the new person. It will give you a drop-down menu to select from your membership list. But they have to click on future, then confirm. But it's the current officers that must do that. Does that answer the question? Okay.
Also, Marie-Pierre?
Yeah.
Wafa made a comment that says, if the clubs miss the deadline to submit their officers list, can they contact TI later to submit it and then have access to Club Central?
Yes, they can. Yes, absolutely they can. But they have to go through, they have to contact TI directly. They have to send the new officers' names. And it's a lot. Yes, it can be done. But if you can convince them to just use the system, it is so easy. Once you go in, click future, enter your officers, confirm, bang, you're done. You do this before June 30th, and they all have access. And a lot of your clubs, folks, they don't know how to use Club Central. So some of you may need to walk them through it. And it really takes only a couple minutes once you do it. But yes, the answer, if you are late, you can contact TI, but then they still won't have access until this has been sorted out. If a club was locked out, could an area director submit an officer list on their behalf? No, the club has to do it. The club has to. Remember, area directors, you are only a consultant to that club. You're there to guide them. You are there to offer them advice, information, show them where everything is. And typically, you can help them do it, but typically they have to, the clubs are self-sufficient. They have to do their things by themselves. Correct. Okay. A question from Stephanie. Should incoming area directors encourage these officers, this officer increase, or officers of the current 80? Well, hopefully the current area directors are helping their clubs, but I still see so many clubs without an officer list submitted that I think it would be nice if you get to talk to your new club officers, to your new clubs, that you ask them, have you submitted your officer list? Do you need help submitting your officer list? And that would be very useful. Okay. Yes, and I will give you a list of the clubs, the clubs that have not yet submitted their officers list. I will give you that, Amy, and then you can pass it on to your team, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, so that was crucial club information, and my God, this is, it sounds like a lot, but that's only the beginning. So we were with District 55. Did I lose that? Let's go back to District 55. Okay, District 55 website, the TMD 55 website. This is the website for our district. Everything that you need to do as an area director, you can do it from District 55. You can access the TI website from here. So if we go to the home page, right here, it will give you access to TLI, tons of reports, Toastmaster International. Right here, you can access the TI website right from here. So if I'll go to show you Toastmaster International, boom, there you are, okay? But I want to stay here. Another place that you can get information on your club, crucial information on your club, is this link here, portal to tons of report. That's really cool. Portal to tons of report. From here, you can access the dashboard for TI, what we were just looking at. You can access TI daily reports, renewal status, officer list. You can access that right from here. Current year educational achievement. You can go see in your area which one of your clubs have achieved educational achievement, so that when you go visit them, you know who's done what, and you can congratulate them. And you go and you say, that's fantastic, congratulations on receiving your competent communicator, and so on. Other reports that you can get, and this is where it gets really cool, is this one here, report number 3, also called Rafferty Reports. Guys, take note, because this is one cool website. Report 3. You go there, you find District 55 right here, and you go to Club and Area Performance Report, the very first report. Here you put a club number, and I'm going to put my home club, 1621, and you will submit. What this gives you is a history of Club 6121, which is a Zachary Club. It tells you its membership trends over the years. It gives you its membership, its trend on DCP, how they used to do in the past. And also it shows you for each year which goals they met and which goals they never met. Like for the longest time, we didn't have any advanced leader or advanced communicator goals. But we've always been good at training at getting new members. We've been pretty good at training our officers, pretty good at renewals and submitting officer lists. But this here is precious, precious, precious. It will help you understand the trends for each one of your clubs. Like, what is it that they're having problems with? And especially before a club visit, you can look at who's done what in the past year. And this will tell you, well, okay, let's see. Aurora, Sharon, Gloria, Mariel, Gloria, Zuri, lots of training, lots of new members, renewals. Yep, this club is engaged. Everybody is participating. It's not all the same people. Sometimes you'll see and hear one person that submits a lot of awards and nobody else. That's when you know that the club is, there's one person that's really engaged, but not many more. So this gives you a lot of information about your club, and you can find that very easily just by putting in, run a report, put in the club number, and submit, and you'll get all the information you need. Any question on this report? This is really a fantastic report.
How did you get there again?
Sounds good? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Another area, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It's kind of hard to be talking to myself. It feels like, nobody's listening, but I know you are. Okay. Something else that I would like for you to get familiar with on the tnd55.org, that's our district website. Yes, Amy?
One question that Stephanie King asked
is,
how often do they check the reports? And I'm wanting to say that at the beginning, about maybe monthly, but how often should they check the reports?
Well, before every club visit, I would check the reports because you want to see what's new. There's a lot of areas that you can check before visiting a club. You want to know what's going on. So the first visit, you want to know a little bit of the history of the club, their trends, their challenge areas. And the report we just looked at will give you that. But then there are other reports at TI that will give you the educational achievement, for example, like current year educational achievement. This is another one that I would look at before a club visit. And what I would do is I would organize it by area. And now it's in reverse order. I'll start at 10. And now I see for each area who achieved what in which clubs. See? So we see that in Division F, area 10. Okay, there's a kitty that is really having a hard time here, or I don't know, I hear a lot of interference. So for this club here, which is Guts at Lackland, all these people achieve educational awards, and you have the date. So before a club visit, don't you think it'd be nice to know who's done what and congratulate them? You can have a ribbon for enthusiasm. You can bring a ribbon, a certificate, or just a mention. Yeah, someone has a very angry animal. That's what it sounds like. If you have an animal and you're not on mute, please mute your audio so we don't hear it. Thank you. Okay, so here you can see what all of your members per club have been doing. And you see there's a lot of people that achieve a lot of things. So it's kind of nice to be able to recognize them when you visit, because your job as an area director is to be the cheerleader for that club. You encourage them, you congratulate them, you provide the recognition, you role model for them what they should be doing also as a club. So if you have information about the club, then you can model that for them. Okay, so that was district website. All right, so we're going to go back to, whoa, which one will that be? Dang it, too many. No, I want, okay, I need to go back to TMD 55. Okay, so back here on TMD 55, our district website, another area, another tab that you want to visit, oops, sorry, is the district officer corner. This one right here. Well, you'll want to visit, by the way, you'll want to visit all of those, okay? Training, conferences, contests, promotions, we'll get into those. But you want to visit all of these. But as an area director specifically, the division officer corner is very important. Okay, so you see there's a lot of different areas that you need to look at. But the first one I want you to look at is the resource for district leaders. In here, as a district leader, it will give you a digital copy of the district leader handbook, which you should have a copy of. And that's a very good manual to have on hand and to look at for all kinds of information. It will give you information about the district recognition program, what you need to be distinguished and so on, and the definitions of what a distinguished club means. It will define your role, district leader role description. Lots and lots of information. What I want to get to, and you'll need to know all of this stuff, guys. I'm sorry, that's a lot of information, but spend some time, a little bit of time, you know, every weekend and read a page and get familiar with it, because once you know where to find information, you'll be able to have answers when you visit your clubs, and you'll feel like, you know, you're useful to those clubs. So having information is important. But for area director, especially here, this is a really good location. There's a number of things I want to show you. The first one is, I'm not going to go to this one just yet. As an area director, one of the things that you have to do is submit 2 area visit report per year. And here you have an area director club visit form. It's a PDF form that you can fill in, okay? You can type it in. Now the things to know about this form is a couple things. It's a long form. I believe it's 4 pages, and it times out. So you pretty well have to know what you're going to type in before you start typing in. So when you do your visit, make sure you have a hard copy of it and take some notes so that when you come back, you have your notes and you can fill out your form, because it will time out, okay? But at least you know what the visit report looks like. You know what the questions are, and you'll know what questions to ask the club. So the area director club visit form is right here. This is the same thing here. But on this one here, serving clubs through visits, it's a guide for area directors. It's a PDF form, 28 pages, and it helps you as an area director, guides you through your visits and your job as an area director. A guide, the role of the area director, a guide for area directors, club visits, first impression, all the 6 different moments of truth here. Club visit tips for area directors, resources for area directors, and the club visit report. So this is another great resource for you to look at. And it's on the District 55 website under District Officer Corner, Resource for District Leaders, Resource for Area Directors, Serving Clubs Through Visits. Another thing that you'll find very handy is the Club Officer Installation Script. As the Area Director, you'll be asked to install your club new officers, and you'll need a script. This is your script. You just open it up. It's a Word document, and in it you can edit it and you can customize it to the club. So you can put in the club's name, the date, all the name of the officers that you are installing, etc. So you have something when you go visit the club to do the installation, you know what you're doing, and it's right there for you. And we also have a Golden Gavel Meeting Award online submission form. So if a club asks you to visit their club to do the Golden Gavel to see if they qualify, you'll have the submission form right here, and you as the area director has to submit the form. Okay? Now, another place that I would like you to look at is the Loch Doley Knowledge Base. And this is an area, Loch Doley is a member of District 55, and she is also the 2nd Vice President of Toastmasters International. She's a candidate to become 1st Vice President, who would then succeed as the President of Toastmasters International. So we are very, very proud of our Golden Lady, and she will also be our keynote speaker at the TLI this weekend. So we're very, very excited. What she did is she put together a knowledge base that you have the ability to go and search through it on any topic that you may have questions on. If you have questions on membership building, you click on membership building and it pulls out the best takeaways from all of these different districts, from District 2, District 8, District 84. This was their ideas for the best membership building ideas. And resources, they're here. And this is like taking advantage of all the intelligence in the world. It's pretty awesome, don't you think? Because as you see, all of these districts are located all over the world. So if ever you need information on just about anything Toastmasters, come in this golden knowledge base and ask, look, do a little bit of research, help your club find the information that's going to help them. Club coaching, club meetings, education, flyers, speech contests. And that way you will have access to information and you can help your clubs. This is a great, great, great. Do we pass on the info such as membership building? Absolutely. Anything that you learn in here, actually what would be even better is if you can teach your club officers where this thing is And it's very simple, right? Because you go to the District 55 website, wherever I am. I can never see up here. There's too many. But you go to District 55 website and right here, and you click on Lark Dooley Knowledge Base. Any club has access to this information as well. They come here, search Knowledge Base, and if they have questions on membership building, on membership retention, what to do, how to do it, they will find answers here. Thank you for asking the question, Stephanie. Absolutely pass on the information to as many officers as you can. So that's the district website. Now, obviously, I've only touched to a couple of them, but you can tell all of them are full chock-a-block of information, and it's going to become very important for you to be familiar with each one of these tabs. But another one that I would like to show you for you, particularly as area directors, is our promotions tab. Every year, all of our promotions are listed in here. We have promotions for the members. We have membership building promotions. We have new club building promotions. And we have club officer promotions. And these, especially these here, you want to make sure that your clubs are familiar with these promotions. And your job when you visit your club is to make sure that you tell them about, hey, did you know that we have an incentive if your club pays their dues by September 15, they will receive, they will qualify for the promotion for the Rise Up Early Bird Challenge, which is, and then you go, make sure you have your information. What do they get? If they will get an early bird banner ribbon, and clubs that renew 75% of their base July 1st membership members will receive $50 in District 55 bucks. Now, of course, this is this year's incentive. You as area directors will need to make sure that you know what next year's incentives are, and your incoming district director and her team are putting these promotions together as we speak. But all of these, you'll have something similar to all of these, and this is where you find them under promotion, for the member, for membership building, new club promotion, or club officers. And then it tells you how to use those district bucks, when to spend them, and how long they'll last for. And of course, all of this will be revised for the new Toastmaster year starting July 1st. Any questions on promotions? Promotions is very important because we, as a district, we try to build those promotions to affect the behavior of our clubs so that they work towards getting their education awards and getting the training that they need and doing membership building throughout the year. We really design the promotions to help our critical success factors be the things that we work on throughout the year. So it's important. If they're going to do it anyway, they might as well get something for it, right? Get some incentives, get some district bucks, and be able to spend it, right? I think Stephanie likes that.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, that's a lot of information about club information, and there is so much more in there. The third item that I promise you to talk about is how to plan an area contest. Well, obviously, I cannot go into all the details, but I'll give you a couple of really, really good pointers. So, and actually what I'll do is I'll write them as we go. How's that?
Hey.
Find a chair. You do not run your own contest. You find a chair and you help them put that contest together. The second thing is visit District 55 website. We have everything you could possibly need and then more. And I'll show you in just a minute. Then you find your venue. You find a chief judge. And you get to work. because there will be a lot of work. But you are supervising at this point. So these are the things, if you want to have a successful area contest, whoop, too big. Okay. To have a successful area contest, find yourself a chair, find a district, go to the District 55 website and go into contests. Then find a venue, a chief judge, and get to work. Pretty simple, right? I guarantee you, if you do that and you start early, you will have a successful area contest. But you have to do all of this. Now, if we go back to the District 55 website here, look at that. We have a tab just for contest. We have a speech contest planning nuggets. We have info for contest organizer. Look at that. Planning documents, all the scripts, all the forms and templates. How much more do you need? Upcoming contest training, top 10 lessons learned, which every year when we do contests, these contests are evaluated, the area and the division contests. We then do a summary of all the lessons learned from these evaluations, and this is what you will find in here. So a summary of lessons learned and suggested improvement. So if you are an area director and you have a contest coming up, what do you think might be a good thing to do? Perhaps to come here and read what the lessons learned are would be a good place to start. And then, of course, by going to the contest tab and going to the info for contest organizer and looking at all of the planning document, planning tracking guides and documents, script for Toastmaster, contest chair, chief judge, downloadable speech contest forms, everything is here. We also have, we have an event duration predictor. That is really cool. For each one of our contests, based on how many clubs participate, you can tell, you can predict how long the contest will take. You have introduction protocol, spreadsheet with dignitary information, dignitaries list, etc. But we also have a contest. We also have, I don't know if we have any upcoming contests, but we do have recorded sessions on how to be a contest chair, how to be a chief judge, how to be a voting judge. So all of this information is available right now. And if you look in here, everything is here. Any questions on speech contests? Of course, the most important thing is find a chair. Then visit the District 55 website. This is where you'll find all the information that you need. And then find your venue, your chief judge, and get to work. Okay, so that was that for area contests. Any questions on area contests? And yes, finding somebody with experience, a mentor for your contest chair would be a fantastic idea. And actually, whether it's you or whether it's a past division director, a past division director is a great mentor for a contest chair. I would highly recommend it. So absolutely find a mentor for that contest chair, because if they've never done it, you want somebody who will be able to ask questions from someone. Any other questions on area contest? Okay. Then the last item that I had on the agenda was to how to plan your first club visit. Oh, sorry, I did have a question. When do area contests take place? September. Amy answered that. Thank you, Amy. And actually, if we look at, you see here on your District 55 website, we have a calendar. The calendar is a District 55 calendar and shows you all the events that are happening in the district. Now, I don't know if we are updated for the new year yet. Probably not. August is the Toastmaster International Convention. September. Well, in very little time, all the information that you want to know, where all the training takes place, where all the contests take place, will be updated to this calendar. So this will be the place where you can look at this information. Kathy, Calvin, you would like to be the presenter. Tell me what you would like to present. If you can type it to me, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, I clicked on the wrong button.
Oh. Okay, as an area director, the question is, who do we submit information so that it gets on the calendar? Your division director will be giving reports every other week. The team gets together, and your division director will be giving information to the webmaster, the district webmaster, who will input the information on the calendar. So as an area director, your job is to get together with your team, figure out when, where, and what's going to happen at your events, and pass this information to your division director, who will pass it down to the district website officer, who will make sure it gets on the calendar. Does that answer your question, Mary? Yes. All right. Cool. So, okay, so the next question was about a club visit. How to plan your first club visit. Well, I'm going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to type. There's one more question from Stephanie. Must the contest chair fill all of the roles on their own?
No.
No.
No. No. No, they can ask for help. The contest chair will make sure that they'll select a chief judge, and they will help select the venue. But then they will delegate somebody to find all the volunteers. They'll delegate somebody to put a program together. So they will find people to do all of these activities, because there's a lot of stuff to do. They need a team. They need a big team. Does that answer your question? Yes. Okay. So we want to plan our first club visit. Well, I don't know about you, but the first thing I'd like to know are the names of the officers of the club that I will visit. Then I would like to know, name of, why did it do that? Name of the officers, know the history of the club, right? And you've seen where we go visit that on TMD 55, portal to tons of reports, reports number 3, and you type your club number. Know the history of your club. Know the trends or the challenges of that club so that you can bring them information. Make sure you have time to meet after you visit the club. So it could be, make sure you set some time afterwards, maybe a half an hour or 40 minutes, or maybe you meet them for coffee and discuss all of the information that you need to discuss. Another way to prepare for your visit is prepare your question. Ask them where they need help. Ask them directly and offer help. What can I do to help? Whoops. What can I do to help your club? Offer them. And with that, install the officers. Offer them to install the officers and offer them to come to their club contest. Offer them to deliver a motivational speech or something. So there's a lot of things that you can do as an area director to help the clubs to model a good behavior and to model the supportive environment that they, at the club level, are supposed to create for their clubs. So this is what your job is to bring information. So if you're going to bring information, you have to know where to find that information. And where do you find that information? mostly on the District 55 website and on the TI website, on the Toastmaster International website. But everything that you could possibly know, see, you have a calendar snapshot here. It tells you what's going on during the month, all the way through November, what we have so far. And this will get more busy as the new year begins. Okay, there's a question here. Must 80 install all club officers?
No.
No, you're not required to install all your club officers. But if a club doesn't have a lot of members, or if they need a little bit of motivation or something a little bit different, offer to do it for them. Can 80 do informal visits? Absolutely. Your requirement as an area director is to do at least 2 visits a year and to submit 2 reports. But before you can even submit a report on a club, you really need to get to know that club. Know what their real challenges are. Do your homework, research the club, look what their challenges are, look what their trends are, and help them find solution. And you've seen when you look at District Officer Corner, resources for district leaders, resource for area directors, large domain knowledge base, when you figure out what the challenges are for your clubs, come here to the golden knowledge base, look at whatever their challenge are and go find some solution, research some solutions for them, or guide them to this page here and help them find something. But you now have access, you know where to look for information, and this is big, to be able to share that information with your club officers. I would even say that if you were able to sit down with your club officer and look at all the stuff we have for your club officers. All of these, we have information to help them understand what their jobs are. Just town hall meetings, for example. We have those town hall meetings to help our clubs. Where is it? Oop, come. Where did it go? It didn't come. Okay. You can help your clubs find more information for themselves just by coming here and looking about all of this information here. For example, look at your district leadership team. Right now, for example, let's go to Division G. This is going to be you guys. In a couple weeks, you'll all be here on the website. So what you want to do is you want to tell your clubs, hey, if ever you have a question for me, it's very simple. Come to Division G, our division. Come find me, area G22, click on my name, and guess what? It's going to send me an email directly. Well, come on, go. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, it's supposed to go. Is it going? No, she doesn't have it doesn't have a link here. Let's try this one. What's up with them?
You're just hung up right now.
I'm hung up. Okay. Well, normally all you have to do is to click on the area G22 director's name like this, and it will send an email to them. So you'll be able, if you show that to your club officers, they'll always know how to get in touch with you. So that's pretty cool, right? Very cool. I like it. Okay. I've talked a lot and we're out of time, but I will stay on the line for anybody who has questions. I don't want to hold you back because I know your time is precious, but if you have any questions, please ask. Okay, I have one question here. Can contest chair be from other area? Oh, what a great question. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. If you, and that's the beauty of area council and division councils. When as area director, you'll be participating in your division councils, and perhaps you can help each other by finding contest chair for another area, and that other area will provide a contest chair for your area. So you have somebody from a different area coming to your area. So that's something that you can do. Other questions?
Reap here.
Yes, Amy?
Someone did ask about how do we get the pictures on there, so please know that they will have hopefully we'll have a photographer at the 16 July Leadership Retreat, but we did take some at the transition deck in June.
Awesome. Yes, your pictures will be taken. We'll find you, don't worry. Some people don't want their pictures put on the website. Not a problem. We won't put it up. But if you don't have a problem, we will. Also, area,
Marie-Pierre,
yes.
Stephanie King is asking if an area council is required.
Yes. Yes, I was trying to find that. Okay. Stephanie, I would highly, highly recommend that you have an area council for your area. The area council is your opportunity to have your club presidents and VPEs meet from various clubs and discuss challenges that they have, discuss best practices, and figure out how they can help each other. When you need judges for your club contest, guess where a good place is to look? Fellow clubs in your area. If you know them because you participate in the area council, suddenly all of your clubs have a greater ability to help each other. It's a lot less daunting if you know where to look for help. So area council are absolutely necessary, and they will provide a great, great resource for your club officers.
And how often, Marie-Pierre?
It depends. Some area directors, like I remember Melody has had them fairly regularly every 6 weeks, but I think if you have one every quarter, you'll be good. What would you say, Amy?
Well, it just depends upon what's going on, and they don't have to be in person. You can do them via webinar or telecon, that type of thing. We found that that's worked this year for quite a few of our area directors.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun to always get together, though, so consider doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, Stephanie, it really depends on the needs of your area and also how willing your club officers are. I would definitely encourage in person. But if you plan for, I think it recommends a minimum of 2, but I would say 4 is probably more helpful. And I know some areas had them a lot more often than that. Any other questions? Thank you, Clifford. How often to host the area council? Okay, you have a little bit of directions in your club, in your district leader handbook, but again, I think quarterly is fairly good. So that's a big question that I see that you all have, okay? Do you have access to town halls for your area? All of your areas, all of your clubs have access to town halls every Monday night. Well, this year anyway, we've had a town hall meeting specifically targeted to an audience. Sometimes it's the club officers, sometimes it's the members, sometimes it's the area directors. So to answer your question, oh, you meant access to GoToMeeting. I believe next year we may go to a different service. However, it's something to consider. We haven't had it at area level, Stephanie, but something that is available and does about the same thing is free conference call. You can set up a free conference call account and you can have video meetings just like this to conduct meetings with your teams. And with free conference call, you also have access to the video cam. So you could actually see all of your club officers if you wish through the video cam. So free conference call, just Google free conference call and you can set up an account for your area. In fact, I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it, because with a free conference call you can access the District 55 website. You can show them where to find the reports, and you can show them specifically on the screen where to find information for their club. So that would be really, really useful. Any other questions? I'm so excited for all of you, all your great questions, and a lot of you showed up tonight, and it's going to be a great year. Amy, I'm really excited for your team. You have a fantastic team coming up here, and I would like for you, if you want to say a few words before we depart, close.
Great. Thank you, Marie-Pierre. Yay.
Yay.
You've been trained well on showing us the stuff that you showed us tonight. So team members, thank you for taking the time out of your busy Monday nights to come on the line to hear Marie-Pierre's guidance on our way forward and giving us a good idea of what to expect. We'll go through some of this stuff at the district leadership retreat as well, so you that were on the line tonight, you'll be able to say, oh yeah, I know that, oh I know that, oh I know that. But we'll make sure for those that don't, we make sure that they are aware of what's going on as well. So thank you so much. And Mary Thomas Miller just asked, is there another meeting like this next week to learn more? The next week's town hall meeting is geared towards
Easy Speak.
Actually, yeah. And I'm not sure who it's going out to, but it's geared towards Easy Speak data, and Linda Oliver and Cindy Tarcio are working that one. More data will be coming out on that. Marie-Pierre, will it come out, is it directed to, do you know?
I don't know yet. I asked Linda which audience she was targeting it, if it was the district leaders or if it was the club officers. So I think she's tightening that up, and we'll know soon. Okay. I need to learn that on Easy Speak. Yeah, Easy Speak will be next week. Please come on that. And something else also that I wanted to mention, and for you, Amy, possibly to consider, is we can have more meetings like this during the year next year, like your future town hall meetings. They can be used for the area directors to answer your questions, because you will have a lot of questions, and to help you find information on the website, both the TMD55 and the TI website. And Amy, you have one more question. When will the COT dates be available?
We are working them, but I will send an email out to the incoming team to let them know that we don't have finalized data on them, but we do have dates and locations. So I'll send that to the team so they can pass it on.
Okay.
And we will work to get them onto the website as well.
Yeah, and Clifford, to answer your question, eventually they will show up on this little calendar snapshot here. You'll have the dates for all the COTs. You will also be able to find them under training, club officer training, and right now we only have the TLIs, but we will also have all the information for the COTs will be in here. And on the calendar here, you have one more place. So it's in a lot of places. And as soon as we have the information, it will be posted on this website. Oh, Mary, COT stands for Club Officer Training, and this is the people that did not get to go to the TLI, to the Toastmaster Leadership Institute, get to attend the Club Officer Training. It's kind of a makeup for the TLI, and it covers the basic training that they need to have in order to get credit. So exactly, so those not able to attend the TLI, they will get to go to the COT, correct?
And Mary, what you saw this weekend at the Rio Grande Valley training was like a COT.
Yeah. You read my mind. Excellent. Any other questions? I love your questions. Are district bucks transferable? Actually, if you have district bucks still in your possession, you need to use them up at the next TLI, because they will finish as of June 30th, the ones for this year. Transferable to, what did you mean, to somebody else? Yes. If you don't want to use them or you can't, you can give them to somebody going to the Austin TLI. Or you can give them to me. I use them.
Okay,
Any other questions? Only if you can't buy beer. No, I don't think we carry beer in the district bookstore yet. I don't know if Amy will decide to do that or not. I'd be surprised.
No.
She said no. Sorry. Okay, last chance.
Thanks again, Marie Pierre, and thanks everybody again for being on the line. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And I wish all of you a great, great year this year. And if you have any questions, you know where to find us, all of us. Good night, everyone.
Thanks, Marie.
Thank you for being here.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night.
Good night.
Thank you. Good
Bye.
night.
Night, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, Marie Pierre.
Yes, Amy.
We're at 76. Woohoo!
Woo, I know. It's not awesome.
187 members, and then 2 more clubs to get.
Well, the
So,
194 will show tomorrow.
okay.
194 will hopefully show tomorrow or the day after, but it's in. It's already, if you, I don't know if you've seen it, if we go here, and we go to daily reports, April renewals, incomplete. Greystone Toastmasters arrived, not verified. Woohoo! So
Awesome.
as it verifies, it will be 194. And then we're working on building a new club, our new club.
Yep.
So Kenneth, thank you so much. We are so excited to see Greystone in there, and we look forward to it showing on the dashboard. I have a good feeling it's going to be there tomorrow. So I'm really excited. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you. Good night. Have a safe trip.
Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're good to go. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.